A chill wind howled outside. Rain lashed against the windows, whipping the branches of gnarled old trees into frenzied motion. Inside, a lone figure huddled beneath a threadbare blanket, his face obscured by the darkness. Or was there something dark peering back from the shadows? They called him the Black Monk of Pontefract, and he had a taste for blood. Welcome back, I'm here, and tonight we delve into the chilling tales that linger around the Black Monk of Pontefract. This legend is so terrifying that many have been driven mad merely hearing its retelling. Some say if you listen too closely, you might just hear his mournful cries echoing through the corridors of time. Ready to take a journey into the abyss of terror? If so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't miss out on our most terrifying tales. And remember, if you hear the Black Monk's bell toll, beware, for death lingers close by. Now let's dive into the haunting lore. Our story begins in the unassuming town of Pontefract in the heart of England. The year was 1977 and the location, 30 East Drive. It seemed like just an average house. And yet behind its unassuming facade lurked a gateway to hell. A family, eager to start anew, moved right in without realizing the sinister secrets that lay dormant within those four walls. For the first few weeks, everything appeared normal. The children played, laughter echoed, and life unfolded much like any other suburban home. But then the subtle disturbances began, unexplainable occurrences that at first they dismissed as mere quirks of an old house. Water would materialize on the floor seemingly out of nowhere, as if an invisible tap had been left running. Lights flickered and dimmed, casting long dancing shadows that took on menacing shapes. Doors slammed shut with no discernible cause. Whispers slithered through the halls when no one else was there. These unsettling incidents escalated, each new event weaving a tapestry of terror that ensnared the family in its clutches. Then they saw him, the specter that haunted their nightmares, a shadowy figure standing in the corner of their vision. He appeared and disappeared at will, an ethereal specter that seemed to exist just beyond the realm of their perception. Sometimes he would materialize in doorways, momentarily silhouetted against the dim light before melting back into the gloom. Other times he would manifest as a fleeting shadow, gliding along the walls like a wraith. This elusive being was not merely a figment of their imagination. Witnesses described him consistently, a dark, hooded figure with an elongated face devoid of any features, as though the personhood had been intentionally erased from existence. Hence the locals started calling him the Faceless Monk. As the days passed, the haunting intensified. Furniture was overturned as if an invisible hand had brushed against it, sending it crashing to the ground. Heavy objects moved with inexplicable force, striking victims who dared to tread in these male-dominated spaces. The temperature would plummet without warning, turning the very air frigid as if a blast of winter had been ushered into the room. The family was trapped in their own personal hell, stalked by an entity they could neither see nor comprehend. But the Black Monk was not content with merely terrifying them. He wanted more. He wanted to hurt them, to mar their existence with pain and suffering. His sights were set on the youngest daughter, Diane, a child whose innocence was about to be brutally shattered. Diane began to experience terrifying events firsthand. She would wake up from her slumber to find scratches and bruises adorning her body, wounds that appeared as though they had been inflicted by sharp claws or gnarled fingers. These injuries left the family shaken and fearful, desperate to shield their daughter from the malevolent forces that sought to harm her. Then the most horrifying incidents occurred. Diane would be playing innocently in the house, her laughter echoing through the rooms, when suddenly she would be yanked up the stairs by unseen hands. Her screams would pierce the air, sending shivers down the spines of those who heard them. Her parents would rush to her aid, only to find her unharmed yet shaken, recounting the terrifying ordeal she had just endured. Their pleas for help went unanswered as the local priests either refused to believe their story or dismissed it as mere fantasy. Fear became their constant companion, lurking around every corner, haunting their every waking moment. No place felt safe, not the living room where the television set would turn on by itself, tuned to a static snow, nor the kitchen where dishes rattled in the cupboards like a macabre orchestra. Even in their beds, they were not safe as the sheets would mysteriously pull tight around them, mimicking a suffocating embrace. Desperate for assistance, the family reached out to priests who attempted to banish the ghost. Religious artifacts were brought into the house, holy water sprinkled, and prayers chanted. But the black monk was not so easily deterred. The haunting continued unabated, growing even more intense as if the spirit was enraged by the intrusion. The priests themselves became targets, experiencing physical manifestations and even verbal taunts from the unseen entity. Some claimed to hear disembodied voices whispering blasphemy, desecrating the sanctity of the rituals meant to protect them. Yet the family's plight did not end there. As word spread of the haunting, curious onlookers and thrill-seekers began visiting the house, eager to catch a glimpse of the infamous black monk. But they, too, became victims of the supernatural wrath. As they stepped across the threshold, they were attacked, scratched, bitten, thrown to the ground. The line between visitor and victim blurred, leaving no one safe from the malevolent forces at play. Even today, the tale of the black monk continues to send chills down the spines of those who dare to listen. The house at 30 East Drive stands as a grim reminder of the horrors that unfolded within its walls. And many believe that the ghost still lingers, waiting to claim new victims. Now let's delve deeper into the essence of the black monk haunting, exploring the factors that contributed to this chilling case. First, the historical context surrounding the house played a significant role in shaping the narrative. Built in 1862, the house had witnessed over a century of lives lived and lost, carrying with it the weight of countless stories. Some believe that the black monk was once a friar who met a gruesome end at the hands of angry townspeople. Others claim he is a malevolent spirit that has resided in the house since its construction, preying on the inhabitants. Regardless of his origins, the house became a vessel for his tormented soul. Next, the reluctance of the clergy added another layer of complexity to the haunting. Initially, the priests refused to believe the family's accounts, dismissing them as figments of their imagination or even temptations from the devil himself. This skepticism not only isolated the family, but also allowed the haunting to intensify unchecked. It was as if the church's disbelief provided the ghost with more power, emboldening him to wreak havoc with renewed vigor. The family's isolation also stemmed from the reactions of their neighbors. Fearful of becoming entangled in the supernatural drama, many refused to enter the house or even speak to its residents. This ostracized the family, transforming their home into a prison of sorts, trapping them with their tormentor. The whispers and rumors spread like wildfire, painting the house as a cursed abode, further deepening the family's sense of dread. Furthermore, the ambiguity surrounding the ghost's identity added an element of mystery and terror to the haunting. The fact that no one knew who the black monk was or why he was tormenting them made him all the more frightening. He was an unknown entity with an unknown agenda, lurking in the shadows, manipulating their reality according to his own inscrutable design. This uncertainty amplified their fears, turning every creak of the house, every flicker of the lights into a potential encounter with the unknown. Finally, the persistence of the haunting is perhaps the most unsettling aspect of the entire tale. Even after the family left the house, the haunting continued, suggesting that the black monk was not attached to them specifically, but rather to the house itself. It became one of the most feared homes in the area, with many believing it to be one of the most haunted places in the world. The legend lives on, serving as a chilling reminder of the unseen forces that may lurk within the confines of our own homes. And as we bring this eerie episode to a close, let us know in the comments section below if you have ever encountered anything similar. Share your thoughts and experiences. And for those brave enough to venture further into the realm of the paranormal, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more spine-tingling tales. Until next time, stay safe, stay skeptical, and keep an eye out for black monks in your nightmares.